Most people think of war as something outside themselves, fought with weapons, armies, or politics. But the truth is that one of the biggest wars happening right now is inside. And for Sigma males, this inner war is especially intense. It isn't about fighting others. It's about battling the constant noise, pressure, and expectations of the modern world while trying to stay true to yourself. Look around today's world. Social media is always telling you what you should look like, what you should want, and how fast you should succeed. Work demands more of your time while giving less in return. Relationships can become filled with shallow expectations, leaving little room for honesty. Everyone seems to be competing, comparing, and chasing attention. This is the battlefield Sigma males find themselves on every single day. Sigma males have always lived differently from the crowd. They don't care about popularity contests or showing off. But that doesn't mean they are safe from the pressures of society. Every time they turn on a phone, step into a meeting, or walk into a room full of people, they feel the pull to fit in or compromise. The war is real, even if it's silent. The question is not whether Sigma males are in a war. The question is whether they realize it. And once they do, how can they fight back? The answer is not through aggression or control, but through principles and discipline. Sigma males win by conquering themselves first. This video will break down what this inner war looks like today, and 6 ways they can conquer it and stay true to who they are. What this inner war is about. The inner war for Sigma males is not about defeating others. It is about surviving in a world that constantly demands conformity. Society tells you what to value: money, attention, constant interaction. But inside, Sigma males feel the pull of independence, solitude, and authenticity. The clash between those two forces creates the battlefield. One part of this war is the struggle between authenticity and social expectation. Sigma males want to live honestly, but everywhere they turn there are rules about how they should act. Speak louder, network harder, sell yourself constantly. These demands go against the quiet confidence that Sigma males naturally live by. Every time they resist, they feel the pressure of being misunderstood. Another part of this war is the tension between solitude and connection. Sigma males draw strength from being alone. That solitude helps them think clearly and grow. But the modern world tells them that being alone means being lonely or antisocial. They feel the push to be constantly available, constantly connected, even when it drains them. This conflict between their natural need for space and society's demand for constant engagement is a battle they face every day. The war also shows up in self-doubt. Even the strongest Sigma male is not immune to comparing himself with others. Social media makes it easy to see other people's highlights and feel behind. The challenge is staying focused on his own path without being dragged into endless competition. The fight is against the inner critic that whispers he should be doing more, faster, and louder. Finally, there is the war of boundaries. Sigma males value protecting their time and energy, but the world always wants more. Employers want longer hours. Friends want constant attention. Strangers want instant responses. Saying no feels like rebellion, but without those boundaries, a Sigma male quickly loses himself. The struggle is to hold the line firmly without guilt. This is the war Sigma males face right now. It's not fought with weapons, but with choices. Choices about how to live, how to think, and how to act in a world that pushes them toward conformity. Winning this war requires strategies that strengthen the mind, protect the spirit, and give them the tools to walk their own path, no matter the pressure. Way number 1, define your core beliefs. The first way to conquer this inner war is to clearly define your core beliefs. Without a personal code, it's easy to be pulled in every direction by society's demands. Sigma males avoid this by knowing exactly what they stand for. Defining core beliefs means sitting down and being honest about what matters most. Is it freedom, loyalty, honesty, growth? Each Sigma male will have his own list, but the key is to make it clear and unshakable. Writing these values down and revisiting them regularly keeps them alive. They act as a compass when the world tries to push you off track. Once these beliefs are defined, every choice becomes easier. When asked to join something that doesn't align, the answer is no. When pressured to act against personal values, the refusal is automatic. This creates strength not from aggression but from clarity. People may not always agree, but they will always know where the Sigma male stands. This step also reduces self-doubt. When you know your beliefs, you don't waste energy comparing yourself to others. You measure yourself against your own code, not someone else's scoreboard. That gives peace of mind, even in a chaotic world. Defining core beliefs is more than an exercise. It's building armor. It ensures that no matter how loud the noise gets, the Sigma male has a solid foundation to stand on. Way number 2. Embrace solitude as strength. The second way Sigma males conquer this war is by embracing solitude, not running from it. In today's world, being alone is often seen as weakness or failure. But for a Sigma male, solitude is where power grows. Spending time alone gives space to think, reflect, and recharge. It's in solitude that Sigma males sharpen their minds, plan their next moves, and process their emotions. Instead of filling every moment with noise, they use silence as a tool. Journaling, meditation, long walks, or simply sitting with thoughts, these are not wasted moments. They are training grounds for clarity. The challenge is that society will try to shame this choice. Friends may ask why you're not out every weekend. Workplaces may demand endless meetings. Social media screams that constant engagement equals success. The Sigma male must resist this narrative and see solitude for what it truly is, an advantage. When solitude is embraced, it becomes a source of resilience. It makes the Sigma male less dependent on others for stimulation or validation. It teaches him to be comfortable in his own company, which is rare in today's world. This independence creates quiet confidence that cannot be shaken by outside pressure. By turning solitude into strength, Sigma males gain something powerful, control over their inner world. They are not afraid of silence, and because of that, they are not afraid of themselves. In a war where the enemy is constant distraction and noise, solitude is one of the strongest weapons they can carry. Way number 3. Moderate social exposure. The modern world is loud. Notifications, endless conversations, constant demands for attention, these things pull people in 100 different directions every day. For most, this has become normal. But Sigma males know that too much exposure to this noise is poison to their focus and peace. That's why one of their ways to conquer the inner war is by moderating social exposure. This does not mean isolating completely. Sigma males understand the value of real relationships and meaningful conversations. What they reject is the shallow kind of social interaction that eats up time without giving anything in return. They don't force themselves into social events that feel empty. They don't chase connections just to appear popular. Instead, they carefully choose where and with whom they spend their energy. One area where this becomes vital is social media. While most people are hooked, scrolling endlessly, Sigma males keep a tighter grip. They may use it, but they don't let it use them. They limit the time they give it, focus on what's useful, and avoid being consumed by comparison or distractions. By stepping back, they protect their mental space. This moderation also applies to work and friendships. Sigma males avoid overcommitting to every meeting, every hangout, every obligation. They understand that saying yes too often means saying no to themselves. Protecting their time from excessive social demands allows them to stay grounded. By moderating social exposure, Sigma males create a life of quality over quantity. Their social connections are deeper, their minds clearer, and their energy stronger. In a world where people are drowning in endless contact, the Sigma male stays afloat by choosing carefully. That's how he keeps his balance. Way number 4. Train emotional resilience. The battlefield of the inner war isn't just about distractions, it's also about emotions. Stress, anger, fear, doubt, these feelings can overwhelm even strong people if left unchecked. That's why Sigma males put great importance on training emotional resilience. Emotional resilience means being able to face challenges without breaking down. It's about handling pressure calmly, bouncing back from setbacks, and not letting emotions control every move. For Sigma males, this is non-negotiable. They know that in the chaos of life, control over their own mind is their greatest weapon. One way they do this is by learning to pause before reacting. When someone disrespects them, they don't explode instantly. They step back, breathe, and choose their response. This not only protects their peace, but also confuses those who expect drama. They also recognize their triggers. Instead of denying emotions, Sigma males study them. They ask, why does this situation bother me? Where is this anger really coming from? This self-awareness helps them turn emotional pain into insight, rather than letting it control them. Resilience is not about never feeling weak. It's about feeling the weakness, but standing up anyway. Sigma males don't hide from hard emotions. They train themselves to carry them without losing balance. And that training makes them unshakable in a world that often tries to push men into emotional extremes. Way number 5. Build silent momentum. In today's culture, people are encouraged to broadcast everything they do. Achievements are posted, progress is announced, and even half-formed ideas are shared for attention. Sigma males never play this game. Instead, they live by the rule of building silent momentum. Silent momentum means making progress without telling everyone about it. Sigma males work in the background, staying consistent day after day. They don't seek constant validation for their grind. They let results speak when the time is right. This creates a kind of power that others don't see coming. By keeping progress private, they protect themselves from distractions and outside opinions. No one can discourage them if they don't know what's happening. No one can interfere with plans that are kept quiet. This secrecy allows Sigma males to stay focused and avoid wasting energy explaining themselves. It also makes success more impactful. When the work is finally revealed, people are surprised because they didn't see it being built. While others talk about what they plan to do, Sigma males simply do it. Over time, this steady effort creates an unstoppable momentum. Building silent momentum is not just about goals, it's about character. It teaches patience, discipline, and trust in the process. In a noisy world full of talk, the Sigma male's silence becomes his strength. By keeping his progress quiet and steady, he wins the war against distraction and doubt. Way number 6. Cultivate inner sanctuary. Every battle needs a place of retreat, and in the inner war, Sigma males fight. That retreat is the mind and spirit. One of the most powerful ways they conquer this struggle is by cultivating an inner sanctuary. This is a personal space, physical or mental, that allows them to recharge, reflect, and protect their sense of self. In practice, this can look different for each Sigma male. For some, it's a quiet room, a notebook, or time in nature. For others, it's a routine that grounds them, morning rituals, evening reflection, or creative outlets. What matters is that it's private and untouchable. It belongs to them alone. The modern world constantly tries to invade personal space. Work follows you home. Social media follows you everywhere. Demands never stop. Without a sanctuary, Sigma males risk losing their center. With it, they always have a safe ground to return to, no matter how chaotic things get. This sanctuary isn't about hiding. It's about recharging so that they can face the world with clarity and strength. It is where they remember who they are when outside voices get too loud. And because Sigma males value independence, this sanctuary is one of their greatest weapons in the war for authenticity. The war Sigma males face today is not fought with fists or armies. It's fought against noise, distraction, expectation, and doubt. It's a battle inside, one that demands strength, clarity, and discipline. Most people don't even realize they're in it. But Sigma males who see the war for what it is can prepare themselves to win it. They win by living with principles, not pressure. They define their core beliefs so they always know where they stand. They embrace solitude as a tool, not a weakness. They moderate social exposure, choosing quality over noise. They train emotional resilience so no one can control them with triggers. They build silent momentum, proving themselves through action rather than talk. And they cultivate inner sanctuary, creating a safe space that protects their peace. These 6 ways are not quick tricks. They are lifelong disciplines. They demand consistency, but they give back freedom. And for Sigma males, freedom is everything. In the world right now, distraction is constant, conformity is expected, and silence is rare. That is why the Sigma male's war is so important. By winning it, he shows a path forward, not just for himself, but as an example for others who want to live free from control. The truth is, the greatest battles are never outside. They are always within. And when a Sigma male conquers himself, no outside force can defeat him. That is the real victory in this war, and the reason why Sigma males, though often misunderstood, remain some of the strongest men walking among us.